But the biggest challenge my next guest battled was, in her words, the Los Angeles school hysteria virus. I think New York parents have their own strain of this, but she is here now, listeners, to tell you that she not only survived, but flourished. She is writer and NPR commentator Sandra Tsing Loh. Her new book is called Mother on Fire, a true Mother F story about parenting, and she recently wrote on a New York Times blog that she crumpled in despair when she learned that the Obamas send their daughters to private school. Hey, Sandra, welcome back to WNYC.
Oh, thanks for having me, Brian.
So let's start with the little thing called the book, and then we'll get to the
roiling history. Oh my gosh,
the post, and 15 million comments.
Yes.
Would you read the section near the end
that
you said where you're talking to your therapist, and she's actually taking you to task for considering sending your daughter to public school, and I guess you're getting angrier and angrier.
Yes, let's jump right into the fray. And I yell at her in her little yoga studio type Malibu salon. I go, the boomers are to blame. It all started under your watch. All that busing and fleeing began in the 70s when, excuse me, it was your generation who were just becoming parents. Rosa Parks, of course her grandchildren can sit anywhere on the bus now. They have the whole damn bus because all you former freedom fighters just speed along in an entirely different freeway system and hybrid SUVs. I mean, the whole school bus. You boomers have presided over the greatest decline, the greatest return to public school segregation in U.S. history, consumers rather than citizens. It's entirely your doing. And let's go to the phones. No.
Do you believe that? 212-433-WNYC. Do you believe it?
Well, I think that I identify, I'm in 62, so I think I'm more the kind of the old end of Gen X, and I think, and I tease the boomers a bit because, I can't help feeling they're a little smug, and they're in the yoga steam rooms, and they stopped the war, as they remind us, although if there were a draft today, probably the war movement would be even more active.
You and Obama and Sarah Palin, you were all technically boomers.
Yes, technically of this difficult generation, and I think that and also Lisa Chamberlain wrote a great book called Slackonomics, that I think of us as not soccer moms, but soccer apocalypse moms. It's like our children will play soccer if we hand stitch the soccer balls and nail together the posts. Because if you're a mother like me, kind of an old mother, you see a neighborhood, a community, and public schools that need middle class attention.
But consumers rather than citizens when it comes to school. Now,
yes.
Parents will say, now wait a minute, it is my right to have some say in the matter and to be able to shop around.
Absolutely. And I think there are two poles to that. I think, and we do a lot of workshops with type A, middle class, anxious parents, that they need to bring their hysteria in, and public education has to be more consumer oriented. But I think, and that's what I was hesitant to go into my own public school, because it looked really sad to me. The third place, our public places like a Starbucks has got to have that track lighting and the Nina Simone and the Story of the Beans to look like a normal public place to me. But something like the DMV with the fluorescent lighting, that feels wrong. So I think the DMV should have better lighting, but we should still go.
So, listeners, parents, yes, 212-433-WNYC, call in, talk back to Sarah Tsing Loh, or tell your
Sandra
story.
Tsing Loh. Oh my gosh, what you said? Yeah, because you said Sarah Tsing Loh, and Sarah Palin and I share the same birthday, February 11th, which is why I'm going to heck.
The Los Angeles school hysteria virus, New York version. Do you have it? 212-confess-433-WNYC, or post to WNYC.org. I know once we get this started, they're going to be posting all weekend.
Yeah.
212-433-9692 or WNYC.org. Click on Brian Lehrer Show